Welcome to another Bella Cares for Teachers TV. I'm John McIntyre. This is Bella McIntyre.
Hi, everybody.
This is Andrea McIntyre. And before we get started, we just want to thank everyone again for the continuing support and the growing support.
Yeah.
It's growing every week, and we're really happy and excited and thankful that people are showing their support and that it is growing. And so this week we wanted to talk about, Andrea, you was wanting to really keep everyone, excited about avoiding brain drain.
Absolutely. So I have some ideas to share on reducing the summer brain drain, and it's a great way for the family and grandparents, for everybody to stay involved. So a few ideas. We talked about the libraries and bookstores. They have reading logs. And one guide that I thought was really great, it broke up like a little calendar, and it had 15 minutes in each block. So every time, everybody would have their own sheet, and they would color in 15-minute marks, and then there's different milestones along the sheet.
Okay.
So that's one way. Another is a cool way to do a family challenge with bingo. So the bingo sheet everybody would have, and one block could be read a chapter of your favorite book. Another block, and just like any bingo, you have to have 5 in a row, across, diagonal, and the first person to reach bingo from filling out those activities would choose what the family would do fun for that weekend.
Okay.
So the winner.
So that's like an incentive.
Absolutely.
That's the incentive. Okay.
So it gets everybody involved. It's encouraging reading and the family working together.
Okay. Cool.
Then another one to incorporate a great skill is math.
Right.
A lot of kids, especially teenagers, they say, I'm not going to use math or algebra in my everyday life. Well,
right.
I came across something that was really neat. Having your regular grocery list, and whether you had 1 or 2 helpers, having them pick up the item off the shelf, and within doing that, they mark down on the grocery list what the price is beside it. So let's say egg whites, and you put $2.15. So you're having them not only get the item and make it fun, so grocery shopping's not a drag.
Right.
But the main goal of the grocery list is you want them to use their math skills. Those are the challenges. They are to add up what the shopping list is, and you want to see if they can get as close to the subtotal on your receipt as possible. So whether it's Target or Walmart, but you want to get them to the subtotal. That'll help them use math every day.
Right.
And if they get the subtotal right before taxes, then they can win that extra treat.
Okay, yeah. And like you were saying, that would be a big benefit if, the more kids, the better, because it creates a little healthy competition there to see who can add the best and things like that. And I remember you saying that it is subtotal. They don't need to worry. You don't have to worry about the taxes being included or anything like that. And so we know that, okay, so add up everything, and whoever gets it right or gets the closest wins. Okay.
So that's a few ideas from a reading log activity, and then also the reading bingo.
Right.
And whoever wins bingo, let them choose the fun activity. Maybe it's go to their favorite park or to the pool.
Or whatever they choose, because it is the summer, so you're a little bit more flexible if it is a treat or some extra ice cream. I'm always for the ice cream or the extra pizza or something like that, right? So we always like to do the pizza stuff, right? Yeah, so those are some great ideas to keep the kids engaged and learning and preventing the brain drain, because this is, especially this time, this age group, the brain is growing by leaps and bounds, and they're everything is so easy to learn, and it is easier for them to remember. So you might as well just want to take advantage of the opportunity to just get them into that mode of learning. Keep them in the mode of learning, and don't let it wane during the summertime.
One, I just remembered something that I did with Bella early on that helped her with her handwriting and with spelling. I had my grocery list, and she had her own little notepad, and she would ask what's on the grocery list, and so I would spell the words, and she would try to write it down. And one of the biggest challenges is when they're younger, the handwriting is much bigger than you have paper. So when you have them write something like broccoli or cabbage, sometimes the frustration is that it's bigger than writing milk or eggs.
Right. So they write CAB, continue on next page, GAGE, things like that. Okay, well, so you have some good tips to take away just to prevent brain drain. And Bella, you're reading another book. You're reading like a book a week, 1 or 2 books a week, right?
Yeah.
So what do you have this time?
It's called a book called Roller Girl by Victoria Jasmine, and this book I wanted to read it because 2 reasons. One, I do like graphic novels, and this is a graphic novel, and one of my favorite authors recommended the book, so I thought I was gonna try it.
Okay. So what is Roller Girl about?
It's about her friend and the girl named Ashton. They want to go to 2 different places. They went to a roller derby place to see how roller derby was. Ashton, she wanted to do roller derby, but then her friend Nicole wanted to do dance camp. So then, what my favorite part is that Ashton, she stands up for herself. She doesn't, you don't always have to do what your friend wants to.
Okay. So that's a good lesson to learn, right? Speaking up and standing up for yourself. All right. It kind of minimizes bullying, right? Stand up for yourself.
I liked the book when you were sharing some of it with me, that it gave Astrak a chance to try something different. So sometimes choosing something different than one of your friends, it helps you learn a new sport, and maybe you'll fall in love with something that if you never tried it.
And keeps them out of routines. Routine is good, but it's also good to step out and try new things, to increase confidence. That's
Absolutely.
one of the main things, increases confidence, communication skills. When I say confidence, I mean it gives a person, the little one, a feeling of self-sufficiency also, that they can handle problems and everything. So, yeah, that's a good lesson to learn from that book. So, I'm glad you chose that book. All right, was there anything else?
No,
All
we
right.
want to do our part to reduce the summer brain drain, and please share your ideas if you have some fun ways that you're keeping your family engaged with learning.
Right, and also before we go, we definitely, like I say, thanks again for the support we are receiving, and we do welcome more support. The more support we receive, the more we can support our teachers out here, because that's what Bella Cares is all about, taking care of the teachers, right?
Yes.
All right, and so, Bella, was there anything you wanted to say before we go?
Thank you for caring for my teachers as much as I can.
All right, well, until next time, we'll see you.